Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. It is Friday night cake of the week. When the last time we did a Friday night cake of the week? I know for a few weeks ago, this summer, I was doing all pies. So we getting back to, like I told you in the video, preview title. This is my favorite cake. And one of it sent the top 3. Lemon. Anything lemon. I love me some lemon cake, y'all. Lemon cake with lemon icing. Hey. That's all it's about me. So it's all about me today. So this cake is very simple, very easy. To put together. The hardest part is icing the cake. Y'all know I hate icing cakes. I do not like icing cake. I don't have skills to do that. I'm just an old country boy trying to ice some cakes. I'm not a pastry chef, so it's a big difference. So anyway, y'all, enough about that. Let's get on with some with the creaming and the. It's very simple. You've been following me enough. We're gonna cream the butter and the sugar until the sugar is completely, pretty much dissolved in it. Then we're gonna add our eggs little by little, one by one, and then we're gonna alternate our dry and our wet. That's it. Very simple, very easy. And I see people now walk up to me after I told them how to really make cakes. And I get this by email, in person, over the phone, people telling me how I changed their game of making cakes. And it's one simple thing they was doing wrong. They wasn't creaming the butter and sugar together long enough, and they was putting the flour in there and mixing it too long. That's the 2 major mistakes you'll make when you're making cakes. If you get that right, you'll have a nice moist cake every time. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna step off, turn the mixer up, cream this butter and sugar, and we'll be back for the next step. Old School Soul Food Friday night. Cake of the week, y'all. Just getting started. Be right back. Alright, y'all, we are back here. Okay, we're gonna scrape this down. See how nice and fluffy this is, y'all? Let me show y'all. See how nice and fluffy this is? That's what you want. You want your mix to be nice and fluffy. Your cream and your butter and sugar be nice and fluffy. Now, next thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna add my vanilla to my eggs. I'm gonna add my vanilla to my eggs here, and we're gonna add it one egg at a time here. I have to tell people I'm adding the vanilla to that, because they'll see the brown stuff in the vanilla. The brown stuff in the eggs, and ask, what is that? So I have to explain everything. Let's put that in there. Scrape the bowl down and around. Got my spatula caught up in the mixer. That's the first time ever happened. Okay, get this eggs fully incorporated in here. Okay. All right. Got our eggs and butter and cream. Eggs, butter, and flour. Eggs, butter, and sugar, y'all. Mixed together. Now in this bowl here, I'm gonna add my baking powder and baking soda to my flour. Mix it up in here. Get that all mixed in there. In the meantime, I'm gonna add my lemon juice. Let me show y'all. Can y'all see here? I have Dylan here today. Lemon juice to the buttermilk. That's going to cause a reaction there. And all I'm going to do, y'all, I'm going to alternate my dry and the wet, as you know. I always start with dry, end with dry. This is where you want to be very careful, y'all. You do not want to overmix your batter. Buttermilk. What's gonna make this cake so moist, y'all, is I'm using baking powder, baking soda, and buttermilk. Meaning I got two leavening agents. I got baking powder, of course, and I got baking soda, which is gonna react to the buttermilk. And you've been following me enough, you know, anytime you add baking soda to something, you gotta add some acidity. Either it's buttermilk, lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar, some acidity in there, sour cream, something with acid in there. And that's what makes the baking soda do its thing. If you put baking soda in a cake, there's nothing in there acidic to make it react, it's not gonna rise. So that's a little tip for y'all. You ever notice in a recipe that calls for baking soda only, there's always some acid in there somewhere. Okay. Now before I add my last flour, I like to cheat a little. I like to put a little yellow food coloring in it. Give it that distinction of a lemon cake. Just a little something I do, y'all. You definitely don't have to do that. Okay, we're gonna add a lemon zest in here before I add my last thing of flour. Now I'm gonna add my last thing of flour, and y'all know I do not like to mix the last method of flour because this one is gonna create a tough cake, y'all. Right here, if you overmix the flour too much. You make just enough. That's it. That's all you want to mix it, and I mix the rest by hand. Because if I keep letting that mixer go and go, move y'all over here. Go and go. That's when you're gonna create a tough cake, and you develop gluten. You do not want to develop gluten in a cake. You want to develop gluten in something like a French roll, French bread. Something like that that's got a crispy crust. You don't want that with your cake. Okay. Let's get this here mixed up. Now, like I said, I just mix the rest by hand, just like this. Get down in the bottom. This way, you guarantee not to overmix it. And you guarantee to have a nice, beautiful, light cake. And I'm gonna step off here just a second, y'all. I gotta get my my cake pans ready and sprayed. I don't have them out here. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, we back here. Okay, got my pans here, my two pans. We're just gonna do 2 layers today, y'all. I ain't going fancy on it. I'm not gonna be nothing fancy. Just gonna do 2 layers. If you want to do 3 layers, you can. 3 small layers, 3 small pans. You definitely can do that. But I'm making it easy. It's all about me, y'all. Make it easy on myself. Okay. Spread this around a little. 350 degrees in the oven, 350 degrees. About 35-40 minutes. I like to check it after 25 minutes. Kind of see how it's doing. Then we'll come back. We'll be back here in a second. And we're gonna make our icing for this. Cream cheese icing, y'all. What doesn't get better than that? So anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. Cake is smelling good in the oven. We're gonna knock this frosting out right quick. Frosting, icing, more like a frosting because it's more spreadable than an icing. I don't know how you want to say it. It doesn't matter. We're gonna get this thing knocked out. Cream cheese icing, y'all. Cream cheese frosting, cream cheese icing. However you want to say it. All I know is gonna be absolutely good. This is one of my favorite frosting icings, y'all. It's cream cheese. So we're gonna cream the butter and sugar together. Butter and sugar. Cream the butter and cream cheese together, y'all. It's been a while since I made a cake, y'all. So got a lot of blooper words today, y'all can make fun of me with. Okay. And make sure this is room temperature. And back to the cake, y'all. I didn't tell y'all, make sure your eggs and butter is room temperature on your eggs. I didn't tell y'all that. Some of y'all are new. It's very important too. So we're gonna cream the butter and sugar together. And then I like to put my vanilla and my lemon juice together. Okay, I put my butter and somebody gonna be YouTube famous one day on here. I put my butter and lemon juice together because that's what I'm gonna do to that's what I'm gonna use to kind of thin down the powdered sugar. Okay, put my lemon zest in here. Gotta have lemon zest if it's lemon cake, right? That around. Now, I'm supposed to use about 7 cups of powdered sugar here, y'all. So I'm gonna put a cup in here to start, and then I'm gonna add my lemon juice to this. Now one more, it's another cup here. The recipe is in the description of the video anyway, y'all. Okay. Thin that out there. Let me scrape this down, and we're gonna add the powdered sugar until it gets to the consistency that I want it to be. And y'all, I'm gonna put a little food coloring in this one too at the end. But until then, I'm gonna put a food coloring in here. I'm gonna make it yellow, like I told y'all. Give it that distinct look. Made it orange, huh? I put too much in there, y'all. A little bit more powdered sugar. Oh yeah. Looking good here, y'all. Let me scrape this down here. And then we're gonna look at it again. See if I need to add more powdered sugar to this. It's amazing, y'all. A little bit more powdered sugar. A little bit more. Like I say, I usually use about 7 cups of this stuff. I think that's it. Let me check it out here. Yep, that's the consistency God I wanted right here, y'all. That's the consistency you want. Like I said, about 7 cups of powdered sugar. That's it. Let me give it one more good mix. And that's it, y'all. We're gonna be back. Once the cake come out the oven, I'm gonna let it cool all the way. You know what happens when you put brown sugar? If you put powdered sugar and butter on a hot cake, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna melt. So we'll be right back here. Once the cake come out of the oven, I'm gonna show you how it looks. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. The cake is out of the oven. I put my frosting right here. But later on, I'm just kind of let it sit to the side here, hang out. And I need to let these cakes cool completely, at least 35, 40 minutes. Sometimes I just let them hang out here an hour. I'll probably let it hang out an hour. I got a little stuff to do around the house. Let them hang out an hour here. We'll come back. I'm gonna flip them out of the pan here in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna flip them out of the pan and put them on the rack here and let them cool a little bit better. But yeah, y'all, it took me 35 minutes on these. The recipe gonna say 35 to 40 minutes. But after 30 minutes, y'all kind of check them out and make sure they doing okay. So yeah, easy cake to make. Like I said, I love lemon. It's my favorite. I like lemon cake, lemon pie. I like lemon sorbet, lemon anything. I love it. But I can't eat a lemon like Mama Ray Ray. You watching this? I just can't eat a lemon like that. But I like lemonade. I just can't take a lemon and eat it like a orange or grapefruit. But some people can. So anyway, y'all, I'll be right back when it's time to frost this cake, and we'll go from there. Friday night cake of the week, almost finished. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. The cake is cool, and let's get started here, y'all. Get this over. Put my little cake plate here. I'm gonna throw that down there. I'm gonna do the bottom side up on this, y'all. I should have put a little icing down on the bottom so this don't slip, but we're gonna go with it like this, y'all. Got my icing here. Y'all know I love a lot of frosting on my cake here. I'm just gonna kind of do it just like this, y'all. Y'all know me. I do not like frosting cakes. I mean, I like frosting them. I'm just not a professional at it. I just do what I do. A little bit more on there. Y'all know I like a lot of frosting in between them layers. So when you cut it, you got that nice layer of frosting in there. Who likes a cake where you cut it, there's no frosting in the middle? I just hate that. Alrighty. That one done. I'll put the other one right on top of there, even as possible. There we go. Move this over. How easy is this, y'all? Think I'm gonna have enough frosting? Oh yeah. More than enough, y'all. More than enough. Like I say, this is the boring part of the video, y'all. Y'all stick with me here. Who doesn't like cream cheese frosting, huh? Who doesn't like cream cheese frosting? Okay, now we're gonna go around the sides here. It's so easy. So simple. Like I tell y'all, you don't have to be perfect with this, and you know I'm not. No, I'm not. Alright. Put it on the side and go around, y'all, just like that. And I know the little trick, y'all, is a little trick. You can put some wax paper down in the bottom of the cake and remove the wax paper when it's finished. And yeah, I know that little trick too. But I'm being lazy. I'm doing lazy, y'all. Okay, I want to know. I'm going to use every bit of this icing, y'all. I'm using every bit of this icing on this cake. Throwing nothing away. Okay, we'll go around the sides of this thing. Make sure it's all frosting all on the sides of it. Got some right there, need some right there. See some right there, and then we're just gonna kind of Go around just like that, y'all. Make sure it's smooth right there. Put it on top here. How easy is this, y'all? How easy is this? Look at that. Like I say, y'all, I'm not a professional with this. I'm not a pastry chef, nothing like that, but I just get the icing on it the best way you can. And I'm just show you the nice little touch here, and then we're gonna clean up. We're gonna come back, I'm gonna cut a piece, and we're gonna see how it is. The final thing I'm gonna do, number one, I'm gonna make sure I got all this frosting out of here. A little bit there. Now what I want to do here, 1 second here. Make sure it's all smooth on the top. Make sure it's all, use the back of my spatula, go around here, make sure it's kind of smooth on the sides. Now all I'm gonna do, y'all, you're just gonna do like this. Get the little pretty curls in there, just go in there, just like that. See that? Just like that, y'all. Go around there and just go just like that. And then you're gonna do the sides the same way. See that? The same way on the sides. Same way on the sides, y'all. Just like that. See that? You don't have to be perfect. It's old school cake. Remember, it's old school. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna clean up in here a little, and then I'm gonna be right back. Slice this up, and we're gonna see how this tastes. Old school, double layer lemon cake, y'all. My favorite. So we will be right back. All right, y'all. We are back here. Look at this here, y'all. See that nice icing coming out of there? Look at that. Nice lemon cake here, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's good cake here. Sinfully good. Okay, let me get me a nice, oh yeah, look at it. You can tell, look at that. You can tell that moist test. Look at that. Moist test is already on point. Look at that, y'all. You can tell it's moist test. See that? That's how you know the cake is moist, when it just stick to the part. Oh my God. Sinfully good, y'all. Maybe they put that in the, maybe I need to put that in the title. And you just take the fork, pick up them crumbs like that, mash it down, do that. One more bite. I'm telling y'all. If you like lemon, like I love lemon, it's just exploding in this cake. I got the lemon in the icing, lemon in the cake, of course, lemon zest, lemon juice. Can't get no better than this, y'all. Nice, moist, and to reiterate what I told y'all in the beginning, I kind of forgot to tell you when I'm making a cake. Make sure your eggs and your butter are room temperature when you're making the batter. It's very important that your room temperature eggs and stuff. And you can actually let your milk come out, not get completely room temperature, but not to be so cold out of the refrigerator. Because it's always better. You get a better baking experience when all your components are the same temperature when it goes in the oven. It gives you a more clear, a more evenly baked product. And like I say, this one will sit out on the counter. Of course, this ain't gonna be on the counter no more than 2 days, but I'm gonna ship this out to my neighbors. They already know it's coming. But you can put it in the refrigerator. I suggest putting it in the refrigerator because of the cream cheese on the icing, to put it in the fridge after a couple of days. You can sit out a couple of days, but after that, I suggest, if it's still here in a couple of days, something ain't right. Somebody ain't eating it right. But yeah, so anyway, y'all, just Friday night cake of the week. Getting back to my regular schedule, Friday night cake of the week, and I think I'd start off with something I absolutely love, which is lemon cake, which is so easy to make. So anyway, y'all, if you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2022, helping others with a purpose. Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Bye.